Crunch. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to... That's not what you're being welcome to. Welcome to... Breakfast stream. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Crunch. It is, in fact... It's not 6 stream. It's getting better stream. That's because if you say 6 stream, that implies that I am actively sick.
And you're doing much better. Drink some of that tea before you spill it. Because did you sleep through the night last night? And the night before? 3 nights.
I think. Is it 3 nights?
It was at least 2.
Yeah. 6 stream, bro. No, really, you're coughing. 6 stream, bro. Yeah, I think last night was the 3rd night in a row I slept all the way through the night. I think it was the 3rd night. And that's awesome. So I am very happy about that. That's basically all there is to it.
Yeah. Just coughing every so often. It's not really very frequent.
I think you said you didn't sleep all the way through the night on Tuesday. Huh, well then 2 days. Definitely 2 days then. Yeah, I'm getting better. I actually ran out of cough syrup. So because I ran out of cough syrup, I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't need it anymore, and it just so happened that the last time I used it was the last time I really needed it. Oh Lord. Cough syrup. Had to translate for everyone there. I'm a single syllable boy. I'm just saving everybody a lot of time. That's what I say. Also, today was one of the first days in a long time I just did not feel like putting anything on toast.
Yeah. You were like, I want butter, but I shouldn't have butter. I'm just going to eat it plain.
I mean, I didn't sound like an angry 7-year-old when I said it.
You kind of did.
Hey, angry 11-year-old at least. You gotta give me a few more years. Yeah, I'm not supposed to eat butter for cholesterol, so... And I just wasn't in the mood for jam, so I decided I'd just eat it plain. It's really not bad. It's not, like... It's just bread. People eat bread. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coffee!
Shut the freak up, I'm 11.
The leftover piece of pork from dinner the other night. Because I didn't feel like making eggs.
So we both have very unusual breakfasts. You've got a stone ground Dijon covered pork reheat.
It's not very good reheated.
Well, pork is probably just not, in general, very good reheated. I've just got plain toast. It's fine. How's everyone doing this morning? How's, how is, your, what's the quick version of your lives in your part of the world? Okay, am fine, have green tea. That's good. Perpetually tired. Saw Toy Story 4. I think Dan and Roland went to go see Toy Story 4 yesterday. They invited us, but we were busy. And also, I would have coughed in the theater. Not a lot, but enough to make people turn and be like, hey, don't do that. Sleepy. Which, I mean, is reasonable because it's the morning. Tired, it is 6 a.m. We got someone on the West Coast. Well, I'm glad that that you folks are joining us today regardless. I'm up and moving. And I've been sleeping through the night, which is so great, so. There she is. That is Peggy. In fact, that is Moist Peggy. 2033 bits from Moist Peggy. I'm glad your cold is mostly gone. You know, a Peggy a day keeps the doctor away. You know, in this strange circumstance, I'm going to have to be inclined to agree because a Peggy a day, or in some cases 28, have kept the doctors away. I have not had to go to the doctor. And I'm always worried about that when I start feeling sick. I'm like, oh God, should I just preemptively run to the doctor and just get things out of the way? But I didn't. I've fought it off with perseverance, Mucinex, and hot tea, and it's worked out. Moist Peggy, thank you. Thank you for helping, and thank you for combining with the Mucinex to keep my lungs moist, because that makes the cough productive. I learned a lot, actually. I learned a lot about some of the stuff, like the medicine I was taking, because, you know, a lot of times I think you get in the habit of just taking medicine. It's like you know that a medicine helps you and you take the medicine, but you don't know, you don't think about what's in the medicine. So I did that, and I learned about guaifenesin.
Yeah.
I think that's the correct pronunciation, which is the expectorant, which is what helps make the cough productive. And then I learned I wasn't taking enough of it, and I increased my dosage fourfold, and it actually started helping. So the more you know.
This got really chewy. I'm done. You want it?
No, I didn't want jam on my toast. You think I want to eat pork chop in the morning? I'm not a morning pork chop boy. I've known a few. I've known a few. Between the scenes, we had a few subs. They came from Rad Quado 1, Aaron Marine, Harrison Bridget 2, Twilight Yoshi, Merciful Warrior 24, Soul Gamer 78, Rejuice Argyle Dude. I think I got those names right. And then today we've got a 5-month sub from Yvette, an 8-month sub from Arion661, a 9-month sub from ComCody20, who says, "Huh, did you hear that? That is the sound of new life, as we just had our first Twitch baby. And the day right after my birthday, too. So what shall we name it, you two? Also, keep up the great work." Well, I guess since it is ComCody's 9 months, it would be Baby.
Cody Jr.?
Cody Jr. Taking a page out of the Walking Dead's book. Thank you, Cody. Get a 10-month sub from Peach Macaron. 10 months already. I can't believe we're nearly at a year of crunch. It's true. Actually, we were seeing my parents last night, and my mom and my parents both watch the streams. They can't always catch them in the morning, but they'll watch the VODs. And my mom was like, "I can't believe you've been doing this for 10 months. I was like, right? It flew by. So soon we will be at a year. We got 500 bits from Art with Mao. Art, A-R-X-T. Arxt. But I'm going to say Art with Mao. I sent you guys some vlog mail once when I was a pharmacy student. Well, I just found out I passed my board exams, and tomorrow I start my first day as a pharmacist at Walgreens. Glad to catch this breakfast stream and celebrate with everyone. Hope you guys have a great day.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's not easy. It's a very, very difficult stuff, and that's really exciting. So everybody give Art with Mal congrats, because that's really cool. Man, I always have so much like faith in pharmacists.
We have a good pharmacist.
Yeah, and sometimes like even more so than I think doctors. Occasionally.
Well, that's because our pharmacist has corrected our doctors sometimes.
Yes. And I think that's why, is sometimes, you know,
yeah.
you'll finish at the doctor's appointment and you'll be like, okay, sure. And you go to the pharmacist and you'll get their opinion and they'll be like, you know, maybe just do this. And you'll be like, that sounds better.
There was one time I was like, so this medicine, she goes, yeah, don't take this medicine. I'm not going to fill it for you.
Yeah.
Because she knew the other one I was on, so.
Yeah, they have a very deep understanding of medications. Anyway. Thank you and congrats. We got a 6-month sub from VHal96. Just wanted to sub quick as I'm at work, but I get married in a year, and I just wanted to mark this occasion. To my bride-to-be, I can't wait to marry you, Elise. I love you, from Vinny. That's very sweet. Vinny, congrats on 6 months, and the countdown begins. 365 days until you and Elise get married. It's really, really cool. We got 200 bits from Squid Baconator. Not only is tomorrow the release of Mario Maker 2, but it's also my 21st birthday, so today is my last day of being a young boy. It's interesting because your definition of young boy will continually change.
Yeah.
I promise. Whenever I was a kid, I thought when I became 13, I'd no longer be a young boy. Then I thought when I could drive, I would no longer be a young boy. Then I thought, well, 18, you're an adult. You're no longer a young boy. Then at 21. Then at 25. And at 25, you're no longer a young boy. That's my current thoughts, is that I kept thinking, like, when is it right? And then when I got to 25, I was like, that's it. That's the one. That's 25 is the magic date. But happy birthday. And yeah, Mario Maker 2, presumably getting a midnight release on the eShop. I think that's normally how they do it. So yeah, it'll be out tonight, which is really cool. I'm excited about it. Get an 8-month sub from The Real Mimp. My work schedule finally makes it easier to catch these live again. Glad I can be here. Glad that work cooperated. I'm glad you can be here, and good morning. We got a 3-month sub from Tanner C64. Oh hey, another sub anniversary. Tuning into another breakfast stream live, which is always a treat. Hope you both have a wonderful breakfast and rest of your day. Thank you, Tanner, and congrats on your plus. We got 200 bits from DNA Wheels 01. Are you going to play through Super Mario Maker 2's story mode? That's a great question. I was going to kind of keep it a little secret, but...
Then keep it a secret.
Or
don't.
I was going to keep it a little secret, but I'll let people know, because I think it's a reasonable question. Morning Mario is going to resume on Monday. Now, it will not be resuming Monday with player-submitted levels. It will be resuming Monday with story mode. And the reason is, I don't think that from Friday to Monday is enough time to
for someone to give you a level and Dan, you to film it and then Dan to edit it.
I don't, yeah, well, yeah, there's not enough time for people to create levels with a new tool they haven't had. There's not enough time for people to rate those levels because those levels are not going to be submitted. So what we're going to do is the first week of Morning Mario's return is actually just going to be a look at the story mode. I thought that was a really good way to do it. It gives people an entire week to work on their levels. It gives people an entire week to play those levels as they come in. And that way our first week will just be a look at more Mario Maker's story mode. Because honestly, I was just not going to release stuff until July 8th. And story mode for the first week just makes more sense. So that's what we're going to do. So we probably won't get through the entire story mode in a week, obviously. But we'll get through some of it, and then maybe for special occasions we'll come back and work on story mode a little bit. We've got a lot more Mario to play, so I'm looking forward to it. We've got a sub from Chespin for the win 29. Thank you, Chespin. And a 9-month sub from Andy015. 9 months, wahoo! Just bought my tickets to go to Austin, Texas in August to celebrate my birthday. Well, that's cool. We haven't been to Austin, specifically.
We might have, like, driven through it.
No, I don't think so. Austin is north
No.
of...
No.
Isn't it?
No.
El Paso...
Zoom out here.
What is it? El Paso, San Antonio...
Okay, yeah, we did.
Dallas?
Because we went from San Antonio to Houston.
Oh, Houston's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. El Paso, San Antonio, Houston, and then Austin is to the north and Dallas is further north. A vague...
How come I don't have Wi-Fi up here?
That's where I've been. I'm picking up Wi-Fi from the one downstairs.
Yeah.
And I can't tell my phone to use the one in here. Which is exciting. I think if we turn our phones off and back on, they'll finally do it. Anyway, Andy, I hope you have a wonderful birthday in August. 2-month sub from... Oh, D-Scoot gifts a sub to Busy Kick. So thank you, D-Scoot, and that is 2 months for Busy Kick. We got 300 bits from Laney Bears, who says, have some coffee. This morning it's a lie.
You have tea. I have coffee.
Yeah, this morning it's a lie. I have, Lord. We have so much loose tea.
We do.
This one is Rooibos. I have no idea what the pronunciation of the word is. It's I think it's Rooibos. Roy's Our Boy tea. I got Roy's Our Boy tea and put some honey in it. Rooibos. I have no idea. There are so many different types of tea. It's good. I think Roy's Our Boy tea is appropriate, so that's what I'm going to call it. Anyway, Laney Bears, thank you for the bits. 100 bits from Adoodle. Thank you, Adoodle. You got 300 bits from Yvette. No coffee this morning for me, but I have fresh mint and lime tea, or as I like to call it, mime tea. I love it. More mimes. More mimes in our food. Really. That's what I've been saying for years, too. Much to Mr. Mime's dismay. Got 10 months sub from Ultra Husk. This resub is sponsored by Peggy. Awee! Thank you, Ultra Husk. Glad to have that Peggy sponsorship. We got 200 bits from Real Moist Pony. No message, just the moistest pony around. Thank you, Pony. 3 months from Night Apprentice. I'm usually asleep by now. It's weird being up this late. I'm glad to have caught this stream. Well, I hope you get some sleep soon, but not until the stream ends. You have to enjoy, just very sleepily enjoy the rest of the stream. Congrats on your plus. We got Moist Peggy gifting a sub to Crunch _. We went after the potatoes. We went after the moist folks. Now we're coming after the crunchiest ones of all. Thank you, Moist Peggy. We got 9 months sub from Kiwi.
I just drank wrong.
That's not terribly surprising. It would not have been the first time that's happened this week. 9 months sub from Kiwi Scipio. In college, I had an animation teacher that taught a very valuable lesson. Be paranoid, always save. Her name was Peggy. It's true. It's true. Actually, there's been some applications that have went the route of taking away the save button. Final Cut Pro 10 is actually one of them, and that was so hard to get used to because in college I was just used to save, save, just always saving. And when they took it away and I had to trust the app was saving for me, I was like... Fortunately, after like one of the first few patches or updates, well, what they did is they added a thing where if the program stops saving, it just tells you. It's like, hey, we've encountered an error and we can't save, so we suggest that you restart this app. And that's what I would do. Congrats on Triple Plus. Got 10 months from LHMS1704. 10 months, baby. Almost an entire year. Holy crap. Shout out to my brother, Mech Mayhem, who is probably listening to this while working, for gifting me a sub all those months ago. Oh, that's cool. Well, shout out to Mech Mayhem, who I think Mech Mayhem was literally the first sub. I think Mech Mayhem has that honor of being the first person who ever subbed when we got affiliate. So
is this
really
opera?
Cool. Oh yeah. Anything. You can hear anything on Breakfast Stream. You might hear Christmas music, which would be appropriate. It's almost July. Christmas in July. Anyway, LHMS, thank you. We got Air-3K gifting a sub to Random Player 818. It's very nice. Thank you, Air-Dash. Got 1,000 bits from Kikyo539, who says, "Bits for Morning Mario. Welcome back to the channel." Thank you, Kikyo. I am so excited about bringing it back. I've missed it. I'm also very excited that Mao's going to have a copy.
Yeah.
I just want you to play around with the tools and make a level or two. I think you would enjoy it. And I think it'd be really interesting to see your levels because, and this is no offense to you, it's just an objective statement, I am better at Mario than you.
Yeah.
Partially because I've had 800 episodes of practice. And I think it'd be really interesting to see what kind of level you create, because I don't think it would be technical based. I think it would be like thematic. Like you would do something based on like a theme or something. So it'd be an enjoyable level for everyone and not a crazy level only some people could play. How many levels should Mel make? Should it be...
No. I need to go check
16?
Sagan. Because I'm hearing a noise and I trust that it's Sagan.
He could be up to bad things. How many bad things?
16 things.
16 bad... Well, probably not that many at once. It seems rather ridiculous. Anyway, Kikyo, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. And then the 1600 bits came in from the Real Mimp. It's been about a month since I was last here, so I kind of need to do this. Real Mimp, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I hope that you're having a wonderful morning. I honestly, I feel great. I mean, I don't feel great, but I feel great because I've been on the road to recovery and I've finally hit the point where I'm like, yeah, okay, this is good. And I want everyone to share in the joy of not being very sick. Unless someone out there is sick, in which case, share in the joy of you're gonna get better soon. He says as he coughs violently. Real Mimp, thank you. Appreciate it. We've also got Air-3K gifting a sub to well, close. I tried. Air-Dash, thank you.
I left the bread on the counter, so I put it back in the microwave.
Was that what he was getting at?
Well, I thought that's what he was getting at because I was hearing a noise.
But it was okay?
It was fine. He was not on the counter. He's in the sunspot.
Oh, yeah, that's what he does in the mornings now.
Yeah, they don't come up by us anymore because there's sunshine downstairs.
They learned where the sunshine comes in the mornings, and that's just like, they love it. That's what they want. We get a sub from Michael Cost 7, as well as Tel Madro. Thank you both. Appreciate that. Got 100 bits from Tanner C64. Thank you, Tanner. And also a 100 bits from Generic Juicebox. Thank you, Juicebox. Moist Peggy gifted a sub to Crunch God. Oh my lord, people are it's becoming a theme. I mean, we got some potato people to stay.
Yeah.
We'll get the Crunch people to stay. It literally says Crunch to them in the mornings.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they want to stay for that? Thank you, Moist Peggy. 420 bits from Twilight Cat 24. Married Iguanas, doing my first cheer as a sort of gift for my brother Squid, not Chat Squid, a different Squid, for today is his 18th birthday. Well, happy 18th birthday, Squid. There's squids everywhere, which is what they taught me in science class, but I was like, I don't know. How can we be sure?
I think your science class might have been questionable.
How can we be sure there's more than one squid? How can we be sure there's any squids? At the time, I had never seen one.
Man, speaking of sea creatures, there's been a lot of sharks in our area lately.
There have, an unusually high number of sharks. As a reminder, if you go to the beach this summer, whether
there
you're
are
visiting,
sharks.
Well, whether you're visiting Myrtle Beach or otherwise, don't swim near the piers. Although you shouldn't swim near the piers anyway. Why shouldn't you swim near piers, Mal?
Because people fish off piers and sharks get attracted to the bait. And
Let's go back to that first point. People fish off of the pier.
Yeah.
You want a hook in you? Don't swim near piers. That's crazy. But then the other thing is, yes, it's bait. It attracts fish. Shark or fish. Or sharkfish?
Yes. They're not mammals.
They're not mammals, like whales.
Yeah.
Whales are mammals. Sharks aren't mammals.
There was something posted the other week, which was a lady up in one of the balconies on the hotels taking pictures. And she noticed that people were in the surf, like knee-deep in our water, and there's sharks, and they didn't see them because of the glare from the sun. And she's like, they were just walking around, and the sharks are swimming, like, around them. Sometimes, like, a yard, like 3 feet from someone, there was a shark.
Yeah. So...
And, like, they could have been nurse sharks, because we get those. But, I mean, we also get sharks that bite. So. And then, ooh, our weatherman yesterday, I think it was yesterday, posted a video from one of the piers on the south end of the beach.
Yeah.
And it was someone up there, and there was, like, a huge school of fish. Like, massive, thousands and thousands of fish, like, off the side of the pier. And there was a shark in there just swimming through, like, buffet style.
Buff.
Like, it's a shark buffet.
Golden Shark Corral. Thank you, Mallory, for that visual. of a shark walking into a golden corral and then eating the people and not the buffet. Get 100 bits from Chespin for the win, 29. Thank you, Chespin. Appreciate it. Moist Peggy gifting a sub to Crunch Potato. The Venn diagram. The Venn diagram of subs. Thank you, Peggy. We got a sub from Zosaraluf. Did I say that right? I probably murdered that name, but I gave it a shot. 10 months in a row from DannyX6. Yesterday I learned that explaining Peggy to an outsider is very difficult. Yeah, I actually got, God, I got a really funny tweet the other day. And it was the meme of the girl trying to explain something to her mom. And like panel 1 is her looking down, and then panel 2 is the mom like... And it says me trying to explain the importance of Peggy to the lore of StephenVlog to my mother. And just her just looking up. It's pretty great. I loved it. Thank you, Danny, for 10 months. 200 bits from Casual Shadow JR. Reminder, it's XO Sarah Love. Oh my god. Would I say Zosaraluv? I mean, that's a pretty great name, too. Classical Spanish guitar. Doodle-doo. Zosaraluv. Doodle-doo.
Corazon.
Corazon. 200 bits from Casual Shadow JR. Reminder that this is the last breakfast stream that we can do Pride bits. That's true. That's true. This is the last stream. As a reminder, for the last time, all of the cheers of 200 bits or more in the month of June go to
the Trevor Project.
The Trevor Well, Twitch is donating every time that happens. It is the last time for that. Thank you, Casual Shadow, for the reminder, and thank you for the bits. We also got a 9-month in a row sub from Hotex Page, who says, first time in a while. W-A-I-L-E. L-O-O, I know spelling. First time in a whale. Which would be appropriate, since we were just talking about fish. Thank you, Hotex. And we also got a sub from ya boys Sweezy. Which actually reminds me that the vlog is coming out today. Thank you, your boys Sweezy. And you might be saying, why does that remind you? Well, you'll see. The vlog, I finished it last night. Mm-hmm. I uploaded it last night too. Uh-huh. So I will get that out. I guess soon. I guess after breakfast stream.
Yeah.
TBH. After breakfast stream, I'll release that. Is anyone? Well, let me ask. Is anyone interested in watching a vlog in the morning, like after breakfast stream? Has anyone got? How long is it? Like 18? It's like 18 minutes. Has anyone got 18 minutes to watch a vlog? Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Just checking. Just want to make sure. When vlogs are like on a normal schedule, that's when I go for like the 3 p.m., 3:15, 3:30. But they're not on a schedule right now because I'm still working through Japan. You got this one for Japan, and then you have one more. Yeah, and after then the trip home. Yeah. So after I release this one, yeah, I've got one more to make, and I know what's in it, and it's not that bad. No. The one that I worked on that's coming out today, I was really uncertain about it because I so much of the footage I didn't shoot. Almost the entire vlog was shot by Jeff and Jeff. And yeah, and then Dan had some footage too. It was hard because both Dan and Jeff shot basically the same thing, and Jeff has a much better camera, so most of the footage I used from Jeff. Dan was using his phone. Yeah. Yeah. But there's a few clips that I used from Dan's phone because it was good, so I wanted to include it. Speaking of including, we're including another Peggy into this stream because Hotex Page sends 2033 bits and says time for a Peggy. Thank you, Hotex Page. See, I cough and it summons the Peggy because the Peggy's like, we gotta get in there and fix that. Yeah. Just imagine like a cartoon character. She shoves her head down my throat and looks and says, let me fix this. Did I give you bad imagery? Yes. The bad dreams will come back. Hotex Hotex Page, thank you. Appreciate it. And another Peggy in the pot. Keeping the doctor away. You got 142 bits from Opera Bubbles. Thank you, Opera. And then 145 bits also from Generic Juicebox. Thank you both. And then a 10-month sub from Jesse Rice. Says 10 months. See you soon, guys. Thank you, Jesse. 10 months.
That's crazy. Like 2 digits. 2
Are you
digits.
saying that it's crazy that 9 comes after 10?
I'm saying that it's already been 10. 10's a bigger number than 9.
You know what else is a bigger number? 666?
Yeah.
666 bits from Moist Peggy. There is a moist, crunchy potato in the chat. Please send them Peggy emotes. Moist, crunchy potato. That is the rare triple Venn diagram. It's almost non-existent. Thank you, Moist Peggy. And then 1,000 bits also coming in from Hotex Page. Rip Cheer 1000. Hotex, thank you. Man, I was so happy this morning because I was like, I'm not even coughing that much, but then I'm actually coughing a fair bit. Thank you, Hotex.
Wait, did I say 9 comes after 10? Or did Steven?
Did I say that? It sounds like something I would say. People really want me to...
Steven.
Yeah, that's me. That's definitely me. People are asking about them beans. 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 Beans.
No, beans.
Beans have been rolled. Patreon.com/StephenGeorge or Malmakes. Thank you so much for the support over there as well. Don't forget to check that out if you're interested in supporting in that way and the perks that come along with that as well. Thank you. Beans, beans, good for your heart. That's the end of the entire song. Alternatively,
eat your toast.
Beans, beans, poot, 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 poot.
Eat your toast.
Poot. Why is my throat's dry?
Yeah, it's because you're eating dry toast.
Oh my God, you're right. I just realized, I'm coughing because my throat's dry, and I'm like, why is my throat so dry? Well, let me eat this dry toast.
Renee Moss says, eat your sad dry toast.
I like it.
Oh, I was getting to a Wisconsin accent. We were talking about one of my favorite Midwestern movies yesterday.
Yeah, who else has seen this?
And Carly's not here. And I'm sad about it. But, because Carly was here Tuesday. Right? Yeah, it's Thursday. We were talking about Drop Dead Gorgeous, which is one of my favorite movies. It's so good.
I've seen it once.
I've seen it many times.
I've seen it many times. It's good. It is actually, it's a good movie. But it is, you can cut the Midwest in it with a knife. It's a thick smog that is hard to breathe. But
it's a mockumentary about a beauty pageant and people start dying. I mean, it's set in Minnesota. So, like, they talk about lutefisk.
it's
Carly
a good movie.
and me and our friends, like, our respective friends, like, her friends and my friends could watch it together and all of us could probably act it out. That's how much we've seen it.
I think everyone's got a movie like that. Like, everyone's got a movie that they've seen a lot of. And I'm the type of person that, like, mostly I don't want to see a movie more than once. I really don't. I can think of a million better ways to spend my time. I might watch another movie. I might watch the same movie if it's been a few years, or if I saw it like as a kid and I want to watch it as an adult, or
you want to watch it in HD when you saw it just fine before.
Yeah, just fine. How dare you? You know, that sort of thing. But I'm not the type of person to like sit down and just watch the same movie over and over. But as a kid, I had the second Ace Ventura film, When Nature Calls. God, I've seen that movie 100 times. 100. Like...
100. You need some jam on that toast.
Probably.
Probably.
Jimmy Neutron. Home Alone. Oh God, I've seen Home Alone 2 100 times too.
Your mom had to take Home Alone away.
She did. I was reenacting the movie and slowly killing my dad, so that was removed. Harry Potter films. Toy Story, Little Mermaid. So a lot of like children's movies.
I've seen Monty Python a few times, scroll through.
Back to the Future's a good one. Dana would be proud. Yeah, it's a lot of children's movies, probably because you're probably more likely to have the time and then also be interested in watching the same movie when you're a kid. Because when I was a real little kid, the movie for me was 101 Dalmatians. I would watch it and then rewind it and watch it again. And I would just do that over and over again, you know. And now, now the idea of that is insane to me.
A lot of mine were movies that were always on TV. Like Blazing Saddles, Airplane, like stuff like that. Because they would be on TV and we would just watch them again.
Both of those movies are very much cut for
TV, yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, God, I've seen the Lethal Weapon movies so many times on TV. They'd come on and my dad'd be like, "Oh man, let's watch Lethal Weapon." And I'm thinking, haven't we seen this? Like, no, this is the second one. I'd be like, I think we've seen all of them a few times. But
Chaz
yeah, we
is
watch
quoting
those.
Airplane.
I'm gonna try and make it through one piece of toast. I'm gonna save the second piece of toast. I'm gonna have to put jam on that one, like after the stream or something. I'm having.
Someone asked where you got that mug.
Oh, this beautiful mug?
I have no idea what the Nightbot command for that is. And I don't think Brandon's here this morning. Because I think Brandon is still in San Francisco. Oh.
It's merch.
Or is it Makes?
Makes or merch?
One of them.
Folks are on it.
It showed up though.
This is the Starman Super painting that Mallory did. You can actually watch her paint this on youtube.com/malmix.
That one's in a game store, the original.
Yeah, it's actually
in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's really cool. The original canvas went to a game store in Tennessee. We've never been to that store, but I'd love to visit. They also have
a couple hours from Alex Daily.
I think at some point we'll get there.
Yeah.
They also have the Halo painting.
Yes, they do.
They have the Halo painting in the Starman Super. So if you're in Tennessee and you've ever wanted to see two original Malmix pieces, they're in a game store in Tennessee. I can't remember the name of the store now.
I can't think of it either.
You know where it is in Tennessee?
Like if you think of where Birmingham is, it's kind of like northwest. I'd have to like look it up and remember it.
God. Now everyone's gonna want to know.
I'll figure it out.
Mal figure it out, because there might be some people that are kind of close and they don't even realize, and then they'll be like, okay, wait, that's neat, I want to go see that. Yeah, but yeah, that's the piece.
Between Nashville and Memphis. I'll know the name if I see it. Let me look.
Mal figured it out. I'll read a few more alerts. We've got a sub from NitroDax445. Thank you, Dax. 10 months in a row from Tokenute. 10 months, woo! Who's excited for Mario Maker tomorrow? I am. I'm very excited. And again, I'm fairly certain it'll be a midnight release. So, you could start making and playing pretty soon. I think, if anyone's interested in watching, I think Josh is doing a stream of it either tonight or tomorrow. And I'm sure a lot of other people will be streaming it too. I won't be streaming it, but you'll be able to start watching it, you know, on Monday. We've got Alxame gifting a sub to... I am not going to be able to read that.
It was, it was something toast, I think. Because when they do that in chat with the names that are... I think that's Chinese. Can't see that far with glasses. It says
but it's toast.
Yeah, it says it in parentheses in chat, but then when it comes up through Streamlabs, it doesn't show the part in parentheses that's in English characters.
Dry toast. Alxame says dry toast. Well, I was not able to read it, but now I have... Now I have the translation. Alxame gifted a sub to Dry Toast, and then to an English name, Dry Toast __. Thank you, Alxame, and welcome, Dry Toast. I know you're confused. It's okay. This is a confusing place. You get a 3-month sub from PYM181. Thank you, P. And Moist Peggy gives a sub to Moist Master. All of the Moist people get subs.
I'm pretty sure
Thank
this
you,
is
Peggy.
it. That sound right?
I think so. Just
yeah, I looked, but there's...
That looks like it.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
I'm pretty sure that's it, too. The,
If you go to overview, it should tell you the address, so you know the town. Yeah.
Jackson, Tennessee. Yeah, the store is Nerdvana in Jackson, Tennessee. I'm fairly.
I'm pretty sure that's
pretty
like,
sure
because I looked up where it was. I'm pretty sure that's.
Yeah, I don't. Because these photos look a little.
Because they also they do magic, and they do magic at that place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These photos definitely look familiar. So, yeah. It's called Nerdvana in Jackson, Tennessee.
Not Jacksonville, Jackson.
Jackson. Hopefully they're okay with us saying that.
Promoting them?
Yeah, I mean, well, they had, the reason that we know this is because they had the paintings up in their store, and they have, like, pictures and stuff on Facebook, and we saw them in the store, and I was like, oh, man, that's so cool that, you know, they went there and they put them up.
I've gotten some comments from people that said they saw my stuff in the store, and they told them it was me, and they looked me up.
Oh, really? That's cool. So, yeah, an hour outside of Memphis. So, check it out if you're near there. At some point, I'd love to
go over there. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really neat. And also because obviously the store owner got it. It'd be cool if you were in the store too. You'd be like, "Hey, I painted that," and they'd be like, "Oh man, Mal."
Can't really sign it. It's already signed.
Well, it'd just be cool to have you in the store.
Yeah.
I like games.
How far is it from Birmingham?
It was a few hours.
Yeah, it was a few hours. Oh boy. Come on, Max.
But find out, because now I'm curious.
Where'd it go? There it went.
I mean, that'd be a pretty far out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
So, Stephen, when you were in film school, did you have to watch classic films and write reviews of them? Yes.
Ooh, it's 4 hours.
I did that for a little bit, for a few things, for not unrelated classes, but kind of unrelated classes. And then I took a history of film class. History of film, we just had to watch classic films every class. So, like, over the course of the class, it was 20. And we didn't have to write reviews of those. We just had to discuss them as a class. It was a great class. Because you went to class, you watched a movie, and then everyone just talked about it. And that was the entire class. There were no exams. There was no homework. You just went to class, you watched a movie, and you talked about it, and that was it. And we watched a lot of the stuff that you would expect to watch in a cinema history class. What's the one? Rosebud.
Citizen Kane?
Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane, the Japanese samurai movie that came...
Yojimbo?
Yeah, that became the basis for every Western.
Yojimbo's good.
Yeah, it was good.
I had to watch that in Japanese class in high school.
You did not watch Casablanca.
You and
Shrek.
You and I watched Casablanca.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
What's the, oh my god. The one... I'm going to be pulling from a cinema buff here because I'm not going to remember the name. The one with the woman, old movie, black and white movie. She has a stroller and the stroller falls down the stairs. There's like a scene of it coming down the stairs and people are like, she's chasing after it or something. God, I'm not going to remember at all what that is. Battleship Potemkin. Thank you so much. That's it. Not David Lynch. It's not surprising. And Bay XLR. Both got to get credit for that. Yeah, Battleship Potemkin. I'm just going to be describing movies and not telling you the names of them. It'll be a fun little game because I literally can't remember. Nosferatu?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, but Nosferatu. I
don't think you've seen Gone with the Wind.
Nope. We actually watched, we didn't watch all old movies. We watched movies that, we also watched movies that were, like, important.
Yeah. And then they were like, here's more you should watch.
I left school with such a huge list of movies to watch.
Mm-hmm.
On one of my first days of class ever, in Intro to Film, we watched a scene from Requiem from a Dream, or Requiem for a Dream, from a Dream, for a Dream, and God, that stuck with me. And then I finally ended up watching it with Mao, and it's one of my favorite movies. It's heavy. It's heavy, and I love it. It's so good. It's so good. It is for adults. So just keep that in mind. Didn't watch Metropolis. Still to this day have not seen Metropolis. We watched we watched Inglourious Bastards too, which was really weird, but I think it had
recently come out at that time.
I think it had recently come out,
yeah.
And there was one day where we were deciding like what to watch, because sometimes it was like we were deciding what to watch, which is wild. You go to class and like decide as a group.
Which one of these?
Yeah, but there was one day that we watched that. I've seen Clockwork Orange, but I didn't watch it in college. I watched it after. There's
Did you watch Schindler's List?
No.
That's surprising.
What's the movie? Oh God. I want to say it's French, but it's only because there's two people smoking in a bedroom, and the French stereotypically smoke.
Did you watch Space Odyssey?
I watched it in college, but not as part of a class.
Okay.
I think it's a French movie. Of and there's people smoking in a, I don't know. It's literally all I have. There's people smoking. Does anyone know which one that is? I have no idea. I don't even remotely know the name. I remember it kind of ends, I think, with people walking away from like a basketball, where you play basketball in the park. I have no idea. No idea. I'm literally pulling from like the most obscure stuff.
It wasn't Amelie, because Stephen watched that with me, because that's one of my favorite films.
I think it was literally a French film. I think it was French. But again, blow up. Maybe?
If I looked it up and showed you a screenshot, would you recognize it?
Possibly. Possibly. This is fun. This is like 10 years ago, and I don't remember very good. Just as a concept, like my memory is bad, so this is a fun little game where I describe something. What was it yesterday at lunch? I was describing something. I was describing movies I had seen for Disney.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's the one with the girl? And that's all I said.
And Roland was like, Rapunzel.
Tangled.
Tangled.
Because you and Dan and Nikki were like, what?
are you talking about?
And Roland was like, Tangled? And I was like, that's the one, yeah. And everyone's like, how can... That's not a hint. And I'm like, that's all I could remember.
Oh, I'm back on LTE. Thanks, phone.
You should just turn off Wi-Fi.
I did that.
Or they'll keep trying forever.
Come here.
My tea got a little cold there.
And then you were like, the one with the robot.
Well, I said they were asking me which Pixar movies I had seen, or Disney or something, and I said I had seen Robot Movie, Rat Chef Movie, and the other one.
The one with the girl.
Blow Up. I'm looking at like pictures of Blow Up. I don't know actually. It does kind of look familiar. This might have been it, but I'm not entirely sure. I also watched the these thoughts are triggering the other movies I watched in that class. I watched the Andy Warhol documentary. Is it a doc?
Is it the one where they go to his hometown and interview the people in his hometown
No.
in like Ukraine and ask if they know who he actually is?
No, but I think I
watched that one.
No, but I think I've seen that too. But
that one's a trip.
This one was like, no, this one
was this his film?
Well, it's
because he has some.
Well, I know he's got some films, some of which I can't describe on stream, but he's got he had one where it was like a doc where it like followed him.
What, through the warehouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I don't know if I watched that for History of Cinema or if I watched that. Yeah, for like some other thing. I watched a lot of films in college, so now I'm not sure. Anyway, let me read some of these other alerts. We've got Moist Peggy gifting a sub to Balak2112. Thank you, Moist Peggy. We got 100 bits from Chi-Diz. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think Chi-Diz. Thank you, Chi-Diz. Look Alive 24 subscribes. Thank you, Look. And then we got Moist Peggy gifting subs to 4 different folks. Brand new guy, Hanny Boop, Digital Nugget 01, and Bob the Builder 326. Thank you, Moist Peggy. Appreciate it. But not Star Wars. It's true. I only recently watched Star Wars. Did you have to watch any movies in college?
In college, I had to watch...
Like as a part of a class?
Yes,
like
I had to watch Citizen Kane. I hated it. I liked Citizen Kane. Bored.
I was okay with that.
Bored.
I didn't like Casablanca.
No, I didn't like that either.
Casablanca's very boring.
We had to watch... We watched a musical.
Yeah.
We watched West Side Story, the film version, and that drags on. I had forgotten how badly that drags on. And Carly had to watch it in high school. And I remember because her classroom was next to my classroom for that block. Mm-hmm. And we could hear it because I was in psychology and she had English. And you could hear it. And I remember her being like, end! Because it never ended. And we watched Sunday in the Park with George. Like, when they filmed it, like the musical. And it was interesting because it's a musical about Seurat, the pointillist painter, who did that big piece that's in Chicago. And, like, it was good. It was just also very long. And I can't remember any other movies we watched besides the Warhol doc. And then we watched one other one in art history that was...
Shy.
Some sort of documentary.
Chi-Diz. Sorry, I get a correction on the pronunciation.
Okay.
I'll just say Shy. Trying to think if there's any. I also watched a doc on Pollock. That was obviously not for History of Cinema. That's just. That was interesting. To see him work.
Yeah.
Because you see his stuff and you know if it's famousness, but to actually see him work and to like be standing over a canvas like smoking one right after the other, like
flipping paint and glass.
It was interesting to actually watch him work.
I have education class where every week we had to go to the library and watch a movie that was like based on education or a teacher. So like Freedom Writers, To Sir with Love, and there was one for each week of class. And we had to go to the library, check out this movie. We weren't allowed to leave the library. We had to watch it there in the library.
Oh, that sucks.
The entire class had to get through this movie in a week, and they could only watch it at the library. And this is like before Netflix.
Thought of another.
And then we had to write a paper on it. So I just went to like somewhere and read the summary, and then I just wrote a paper based on the summary.
I thought of another movie I had to watch. It's like the and the film buffs have to get ready to answer. It's a fun game. The most famous, one of the most well-known noir films, Falcon, something Falcon, Dark Falcon, Good Falcon, Maltese Falcon. Space Vixen wins this round. Maltese Falcon, that's it. Yep, had to watch that. I mean, we were hitting up a lot. We were trying, getting a general film history. We were getting like best of genre, good indication of genre, things like that. I didn't have to watch it for a class, but I watched it with Alex because he had to watch it for a class. Although I missed some of it, and it's kind of confusing, and I want to watch the whole thing. Brazil. I've never seen the entirety of Brazil. I'd like to watch that at some point. Captain Falcon. Yes, the movie was Captain Falcon. Jigglypuff plays a role inside of it. I mean, I watched 20 movies. I can only come up with like 6.
If you go to like most important movies to see in your life, maybe you'll find some.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you have to watch something for animation? No.
No, you have to remember Stephen was in like the film major, like
yeah,
film.
Yeah, like very, very specifically.
There
film.
was animation classes; they were separate.
Yeah, we didn't watch any famous animation stuff. Yeah, that's probably all I can remember, but that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. At some point, I'll remember more. But I enjoyed it. It was fun to expose myself to all this stuff I had just never seen. And it's still one of my biggest interests, despite having an exceedingly small amount of time to actually watch films. So, what are you qualified for after the class? Assessing cinema, understanding better the elements that make a genre, and then more specifically, looking at common like cinema techniques and how they're utilized for a specific genre, how they're utilized for specific moods. One of the coolest part of the class is that it's a 2.5-hour class, which means that your movie is over in 90 minutes to 2 hours, so you've got 30 to 60 minutes to just talk about these movies, and you would. It was really,
you'd watch them and like probably write down scenes that had different cuts or like how the camera moved, and
and it's just a collaborative discussion. So someone might say, I really loved what they did at that one part, and sometimes we would go back and the professor would pull that part back up and we'd rewatch that clip, that scene, and what were they doing here? How did they achieve this?
Where were the lights?
Because there's so many. Cinematography is super cool, and it's the easiest thing to take for granted in the entire world because there's so many people involved. There's so much work that goes into every little tiny detail, and when people watch a movie, it's just a movie. It's like, oh my god, like
Nerdwriter has some good videos on editing.
Yeah, video essays. Yep.
Yeah, on how movies are put together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I really I like that sort of thing, and my dream, my absolute dream, I think one day would be to have such a grasp on what we're doing and our lives and our content where I could watch a film every day. That would just be the best thing. If every day at dinner I was done with work and I sat down and instead of watching a TV show or a YouTube video, we started a film, and then we would just watch a movie. That would be the best thing in the world. I don't see that happening soon, but that's the dream. That'd be so much fun. 9 months from Mr. Viper Fang. Thank you, Viper Fang. Triple plus. Also, 9 months for Murmur, who says, yay, triple plus. We've got Moist Peggy gifting a sub to Captain Garbanzo. Because beans. Moist. Crunch. Potato. Beans. We're doing them. Thank you, Moist Peggy. Coughing a bit. 152
you
bits.
ate dry toast.
I've drank some tea.
You finished your tea.
I'm out of drink. 152 bits from Book Panda 99. Thank you, Book Panda, who thanks Auxame for the gift sub. It's very sweet. And then 500 bits from Murmur with no message, just a simple cheer. Thank you, Murmur. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this morning. Don't know why I clap when I talk. Can you pick up the beat I'm putting down? Can you pick up the beat I'm putting down? I thought you would join in. We are going to leave.
I gotta call the vet.
Oh yeah, we gotta set up a appointment.
Sagan has some itchy ears.
Yeah, Sagan's... Yeah, occasionally kitties go itch.
Yeah.
But lately, Sagan go itch. So we're trying to fix that, because that ain't good.
It's probably just...
It could be a myriad of things, so we'll
Yeah.
get that taken care of. But head on over to StephenVlog and give me like 15-20 minutes, and I'll push the vlog out so you guys can watch it. So you have something to watch. It's a good one. It's a good one. All right, folks. Oh, at the buzzer here, Moist Peggy, 100 bits. Real nice clap. Thanks, Peggy. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic Thursday. We will see you on Tuesday at 9 for more breakfast stream. This weekend we've got some good content planned, and pick up Mario Maker 2 for Switch. Should be out tonight at midnight. You'll be able to start creating levels, and we will have, I think we'll have the site and everything running by Monday. So on Monday you'll be able to like submit the levels and stuff. Oh yeah, Chaz Chaz is how these things work. Chaz is how these things work. Thanks everyone, and see you Tuesday.